Coming at number 1. What's up, everybody? It's Nick here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing a top 5 landing spots for Andy Dalton. If you don't know who I am, I'm a former high school football player and an avid football enthusiast. I love NFL and college football, and on this channel I'm reacting to football news and topics as well as indulging in other sports such as rugby. With that being said, please subscribe because only 95% of the people that watched my last video were subscribed. So please subscribe if you want more content. On Wednesdays I react to recommended videos, and on Saturdays it's all NFL news and related topics. So if you want that, just please hit that bell notification button so you know when I upload. And let's get on to the video. Coming in at number 5, we got the Steelers. They got Big Ben, they got Rudolph, they got Hodges. Ben is a great quarterback, but he has some injury history. I know he just had his UCL done last year. He's coming back from that, and he's got 2 more years on his deal. But the other 2 quarterbacks, Hodges and Rudolph, haven't proven themselves. They both had last season. They split starts last year, and they both had some hot games, but they also had a lot of cold games. So with that being said, Dalton would be a good locker room guy, or a good guy if Ben goes down again, which hopefully he doesn't, fingers crossed. But if he does, Hodges and Rudolph would not be ideal unless they can somehow develop insane potential in their second year or third year for Rudolph. But the only issue I have with Dalton is the locker room issue, because they were on rival teams and because he isn't and the Bengals weren't really a favorite team of the Steelers. They would have issues in the locker room, I think, but that didn't affect Joe Hayden in 2017, so you never know. But I feel like the Steelers could be a really good place for him, but I don't know about the cap space that Steelers have. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jets. They have Darnold. That's it. But Darnold is a good quarterback that has some struggles. He still hasn't reached his potential yet, like some of the other quarterbacks from that draft class. But adding competition in that QB room with Darnold would help succeed. Will help him succeed. Like if you put Dalton in with Darnold, he would really feel the pressure and hopefully practice more and train more and become a better quarterback and hit his potential sooner. Because I feel like Darnold is the future of the Jets. Don't get me wrong, but adding Dalton in there would definitely help, especially if he gets hurt or anything, which hopefully he doesn't. But if he does, Dalton could step in, and also he's a nice mentor for Darnold. Coming in number 3, we got the Tennessee Titans. They have Tannehill, and Tannehill just got signed to a nice contract because he led them to the playoffs last year, basically single-handedly, besides him and Derrick Henry. But if he sucks like he did in the past, and he can't be a starting quarterback like they assume he can, he had that one stint last year, they need another starting quarterback to come in like Dalton, similar to what happened last year with Mariota being garbage and Tannehill stepping in. This could be Dalton's Tannehill moment almost, where he would step in for Tannehill and take over and lead them to the playoffs. That's only if Tannehill doesn't do well, which I think hopefully he will do well. But if he doesn't, that would lead to Dalton coming in and being a replacement, which is an interesting option since no one really knows if Tannehill is going to be up to his same stature that he was last year. Coming in number 2, we have the New England Patriots. They have Stidham and Hoyer on the roster already. Stidham is the future of the Patriots, and obviously they believe in that because they didn't draft a single quarterback this year. And they did. He had some good time last year in camp, but he didn't have a lot of playing time. He had some nice stuff in camp, but the Patriots didn't go quarterback, which means that's their future. Or at least they hope. They have faith in him. But if he struggles, that's where Dalton would come in, and then you could also help mentor Stidham with the help of Hoyer, who's also a vet. But Hoyer and Dalton in the QB room would help Stidham grow and reach that potential that the Patriots think he has. But I'm intrigued with this one because they already have Hoyer, who's supposed to be the mentor for Stidham. If they brought Dalton in, they would have two mentors, which is interesting, but could also be very helpful for him, because if one doesn't explain things well, the other quarterback could help explain better, and Stidham could ask either one questions no matter what. So that's a very intriguing spot at number 2 with the Patriots. Coming at number 1, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Minshew, that's the only quarterback on the roster that's even worth mentioning. Minshew had flashes last season, but he also struggled a lot too. If Dalton was in Jacksonville, Minshew could learn from him, and also if Minshew struggles, that's when Dalton would come in and help. I feel like Dalton would be a good mentor for Minshew and could really help him elevate his game, because he had those flashes last year, but he still had a lot of poor decision-making skills, where Dalton would come in and help him with the decision-making and just really help that QB room. But also, if Minshew does struggle, Dalton would come in and help and be the starting quarterback they need, and hopefully do exactly what Foles was supposed to do there and help Minshew develop. But obviously they got rid of Foles. So that's what the interesting part with the Jags is, that he could be there and basically be the replacement for Foles. But their coach did say that that they are in the market for a starting quarterback, and that only leaves Dalton and Cam Newton. And Cam Newton is a whole different topic. He's very weird in the situation because he's not a typical quarterback, so he wouldn't be helpful for Minshew in the typical quarterback, like decision making and throwing stuff, because he's not really that kind of quarterback. So that's where I think Dalton would be better for the Jags than Newton. But that's the interesting part about the Jags. If you like this list, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you have any other places that Dalton would be a good fit for. If you have any reaction videos for me to react to on Wednesdays, please drop those in the comments. Please subscribe, hit that bell notification, and see you later. Peace out.